Hello! We're getting back at drawing. Enhance. That is exactly the noise the camera makes. So, let's enhance a little more. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Yeah, there. Besser. Okay, so we're getting some background. Aren't you happy about it? Yes, you're happy. I know you love backgrounds. So, I am listening to some chiptunes. Because sometimes I just feel like chiptunes. You just feel like chiptuning the world. Yep, straight lines. The hardest. By which I mean here, of course, as straight as I can with my brush. Which is not really a tool that's made for straight lines, but you know, it's better to have nice lines. Even though it's the brush is something some people find it harder to use, others easier. You just have to figure out for yourself. I cannot say what's best for you. Because I'm using both, and I'm not the, brush and pen. I'm not the only one who does that. Franquin did that. So for some comics he would use the brush, and for others he would use the pen. So, yeah, I really have to focus for architectural line. No, that's not true. I have to focus for every single line if I want to make it pretty. Yes. Can you feel the prettiness? It's pretty. That's Batman drawing a cute picture of a unicorn. I'm drawing a unicorn. No, wait. I'm Batman. Yes. I'm drawing a cute little unicorn. Maybe he should stop growling like that. It's bad for your throat. At least that's what I think. Okay, we work a little bit on the panel here. You know, when one panel is drying, you just work on the other one. Brilliant. I know. It takes a genius to come up with such refined plans of action. Yeah, adding a little line here. So that it looks better. Yeah, this. I drew this in the previous video. Oh. So what can I say about this comic? It's about Christmas, which is why you have a giant bear, person, cat person, no snow, and so on. So, on a side note, the soundtrack I'm listening to, it's Castlevania Adventure! The Game Boy has some really awesome soundtracks, and I kind of like the chiptune mode quality of many soundtracks. It has something akin to the Commodore 64 in terms of sound at moments. You know, with the arpeggio effects and stuff like that. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what an arpeggio effect is, isn't it? What, you don't? Poor little son. I'm sorry for you. You haven't lived until you know what the arpeggio effect is. I'm just kidding. I am not. I'm Batman. I'm okay, I think the coffee is not helping to make me more down to earth. Nothing is happening. Oh my goodness! Why don't you help me? I have seen a flying star and I called it Gregory. Gregory the Flying Star. And I made a wish upon Gregory that the world shall live as one and that cake will finally be had by everybody. But Gregory didn't care. Gregory found wars much more interesting. And so this Christmas there will not be cake for everybody, there will be war, and it's all the fault of Gregory the Flying Shooting Star. Such a sad story. I'm so sad. All the fault of Gregory. What did I just say? La la la. Let's go back to this panel. I'm drawing a giant floating island. It's a pumpkin island, of course it is. Don't you know anything about science? I'm doing chip tunes with my mouth. Focus, my dear brain. Focus on the task at hand and achieve glory for the glory of gloriness. For glory. Glory. No. Yeah, right now it's not looking like much, but we see afterwards it will not look like much either. I think Castlevania Adventure, which one was it? The first one has a nice soundtrack, but there is one that's even awesomer. And they use there's many cool sounds. As I said, the Game Boy has some quality music. Especially European composers really knew how to make it sound like crazy stuff. You know what? I will put the link in the description below with. There is a German game that I don't recommend because it's shit. But the soundtrack is amazing for a Game Boy. It doesn't sound like a Game Boy at all, actually. It really sounds like a Commodore 64. But I'm taking shape. Sunsoft did also some good soundtracks for the Game Boy. When they were still alive. Sunsoft, we make games that are good but hard as fuck. No, seriously, there is one game I tried, many people recommended it on the internet. It's called. No, that is not the name. That is just me making amusing sounds with my mouth because I'm trying to find the name. Bit Trip? Trip? Bit. Bit Trip. Yeah, wait. Bit Trip, I think. Bit Trip? Bit Trip. Yes, it's Bit Trip. What an old name for a video game. Anyway, it has a very good soundtrack. The thing I didn't really like it. It has gorgeous graphisms, controls at height, but the bosses are way too hard, and I have sometimes no idea. Some attacks are just literally impossible to avoid, which is always good. Very limited lives and continues because screw you. And it's super short. It's 6 levels. If it wasn't for the difficulty at the bosses, the game would be finished in a few minutes. And I don't really like that. You can tell the creators of the game were very capable. And you just wish the game would be as a whole better with level design. It's just poor level design, I'd say. I mean, at best it's okay, and at worst it's difficulties all over the place. So, my recommendation: watch the game, maybe like a let's play. No, listen to the game. The soundtrack is very cool. I will listen to it for the next let's play. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think a few tracks I don't really like that much, but that's more personal preference than anything else. So, yeah, that's looking better than before, I think. Hans, look at that. It's a page of comic art. Maybe. Alright, so let's finish here and we will be back next time for the two last panels. Science. See you. Have fun. Merry Christmas.